All right, I know the title can be a little clickbaity and sensational, but hear me out. This is big if it is true. All right, before we get into today's video, I just want to remind everybody that down in the description below is obviously a link to the merch store. It's a great way to support the channel. At the very least, I just ask that you like and share this video. Share it with everybody. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, toggle that notification bell, make sure you always get the update when I put up a new video or I do one of the Saturday Night Lives. Now, the goal currently is we need 5,000 subs by October 22nd. It's Mrs. Guru's birthday, and she wants 5,000 subs for the channel. Plus, on top of that, remember I said in a couple of lives, when we hit that 5,000 sub mark, I will be giving away a 20 millimeter metal tube. Hopefully that's compliant with YouTube. It's a metal tube, guys. It's got nice little grooves inside. It's big, it's heavy. And I will not be shipping it, but I will deliver it as long as it's local. If it's somewhere else, we'll figure it out. All right, so let's get into it. So we know right out the gate that Glock is being sued by everybody and their uncle. Currently, there are several states, including Minnesota, Maryland, New Jersey, Connecticut, Illinois. You've got Washington. All the blue states are suing Glock for basically one, like being Glock or making Glocks, like New York suing them because they're too concealable. But Connecticut and a bunch of other states are suing them for simply not reinventing the wheel. Now, if you've been paying attention to the socials, especially on mine, yesterday I put up a Facebook post from the Giffords group. And if you're like me, then you follow these anti-gun groups, so you kind of see what's on their mind, where they are, and what they're doing. And if you don't follow them, I'll follow them for you. All right, so here we go. A couple of days ago, this was on October 18th. It says, last week, a court blocked Glock's attempt to dodge the law. And then they give little clappy emojis. New Jersey alleges that for decades, Glock has sold firearms that they knew were easily converted into illegal machine guns. These weapons have devastated communities and stolen so many lives. Glock has known about this issue for years, but has refused to fix it. Now, let me interject there. It doesn't work with all Glocks, not all makes and models, and it definitely will not work with any Gen 5 Glocks. It's usually Gen 3 or earlier. But I digress. Gun companies are not above the law and will not get away with putting their profits ahead of public safety. So this is one of the premises that California is using right now to ban Glocks, essentially come the beginning of next year, where they're banning anything that uses a cruciform trigger bar. Connecticut has a very similar law that took effect October 1st, where it is now illegal for FFLs to sell or transfer guns to where it's reasonably foreseeable that that firearm could be taken from legal to illegal. And that's pretty much all it says. It doesn't just say Glocks specifically. Nobody really knows how to interpret it, but that's not what we're here to discuss. So, as I was perusing through social media, this popped up. I've seen it online. I've seen a couple other channels posting about it, and I thought I would bring it to you. All right, so what am I talking about is this popped up on Instagram coming from the Glock store, and it has been picked up by a few others, mainly USCCA, and then I have seen a few other gun tubers actually posting about it, and I'm bringing it to you just in case you don't follow them or whatever. It says, huge news. We have received news that as of November 30th, all Glocks are discontinued except the 43, the 43X, and the 48X. All Glocks will be replaced with the new Glock V model. These will have changes to prevent switch conversions. At launch, all will be non-MOS. No price changes. Now, they said they are still working to confirm this information. So, Do I put a lot of stock into it? Honestly, I don't know. I really don't. They did say, however, I did pull a screenshot of it, and I will post it right up here. You've been watching them. In the comment sections, this person says they are the Urban Gunner writes, I just called Glock Inc. and they denied this to be true. They said all discontinued models are currently on the website. Glock store responded with, customer service will have talking points until it's officially announced. It's possible our info is wrong and we will update it if we find out. But right now, we have what we consider to be nearly definitive proof. That is from their comment section in Instagram. So again, is this true? I don't know. But if it is true, or it's in that rumor mill, trust me, it wouldn't surprise me. Basically, Glock is bending the knee because of all these states going after them and then just outright banning their firearms in their state, like California, Connecticut, etc. So, if you're in the market and you're looking at possibly purchasing yourself a new Glock, well, you might want to err on caution and go get them now while you can. Because the Glock 19, the 19X, and all the other Glocks out there possibly might be going away. I'm not saying they are, but listen, states like Connecticut, California are trying to get rid of them just because doing illegal things to them with an illegal item, which is already illegal, they're making it more illegal. And instead of going after the idiots that do it, they're going after you and preventing you from purchasing, even though you are not technically doing anything wrong. It's the criminal element. But to stop the criminal element from doing criminal things, they're just going to stop you from buying Glocks because it's not actually going to affect the criminals, because the criminals don't go to your local FFL, buy the Glock, take it home, and then convert it over into something illegal. No, they usually steal them or they buy them on the black market. So we're passing laws, California, Connecticut, that basically do nothing but hurt you, the law-abiding citizen. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Is this plausible? Is Glock potentially going to stop manufacturing all models of Glock, except for what they said, the 43, 43X, and 48X, and then basically put in new Glocks that would prevent the switch? Now, as far as I know, Gen 5s already do this. So why would they stop manufacturing any other model except the three I listed when Gen 5s are already set up not to accept the illegal switch? I don't know. Now, you may be asking, hey, Todd, do you think this is real? Honestly, I don't know. Probably doubt that it is, but let's err on caution. We'll say that, yes, this is some stuff that got leaked, and we are getting a heads up. I would say that, hey, if you've got a little extra laying around and you're able to afford this, you might want to go pick one or two up. Just saying. Because if they all go away, the new models, well, they're not going to be like their old models. Because we all know that right now, they are perfection. They work great as is. And if they start fiddling around with how the internals operate based on what whiny crybaby bitch states do and the arbitrary laws that they pass, well, you know how that goes. Glock might end up going down the road of Sig Sauer, and they present you with a firearm that it's the latest and greatest, and then it's a hunk of crap. So I'm just letting you know, my 2 cents. You might want to run out there, maybe pick it up before they're gone, because we know as soon as this happens, if it were, I'm saying that it will, then on the secondary market, when it comes to like Gunbroker and all these other websites, prices are going to shoot through the roof for supply and demand, because you're going to have something that no longer is able to be bought new at a store. So get out there, get your tools, and hopefully this just blows over and it's just an evil rumor, but we'll see what happens. All right, I'll see all of you in the next video.